I'm sorry, my stomach is grumbling, and I'm hoping that I'm hoping you don't hear that on the microphone. We'll be back. We'll be back in just a second. Okay, let's try this again. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Conti. My name is Rick, proud to represent Corvette for Coghlan Chevrolet, and I've been selling Corvette exclusively for 30 years. And I'm not done yet. There's so much fun to have and to share with this car. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for today's show. Oh, did you hear that? I'm sorry. So today on the show, we are finally going to talk about the 2026 mid-cycle refresh changes for the C8 Corvette. In fact, when Chevrolet dropped this information officially on that Wednesday, I was in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the National Corvette Museum delivering two beautiful Z06s. A couple of guys that finally got their freaking high wings. In fact, one of those is the highest MSRP Z06 of 2025. If you missed that, check out the video link in the upper right-hand corner and the link down below in the very first comment. Also, in that first comment, expand that, open it up. There's other links in there, merchandise links, and links for you guys to win a new Corvette in cash. In fact, there's a couple of sweepstakes down in there for you guys, and because you follow me here on the channel, thank you for that. Those links give you extra entries. I've met many of you that have won these cars and the cash. It's a real deal. It's as easy as it gets, and there's great opportunities there. So please click those links in the very first comment down below, and thank you for the support. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support for your business, whether you're looking at a 2025 or a 2026. Please keep in mind, 2026 ordering has not started yet. Most of you understand that. Most of you have been patient, but many of you have not. Not understanding that we can't force the process to move any quicker. There's no pricing. There's no order guide. We can't enter anything just yet. First order cycle starts at the end of June. We keep you guys up to date with the right information to help you make the right decision on this very special car. And all I ask for is at least an opportunity to do business. So thank you for that. And I ask for your patience so we can get, it's that weird time right now. And between model years, we're still actually finishing 2025. And then there's a lot of time yet, a lot of questions and information that still hasn't been shared yet. For the 2026, we're gonna do that for you just before you order your car. I always take the time, when it's time to order the car, okay, the lists and stuff like that and the hypothetical questions, those come in by the hundreds every week. But when it's time to order the car, everything stops. It's me and you, and we go through this order line by line. I make suggestions, I answer questions, and we do this well before we finalize the order, so you have enough time to make those decisions. If in fact you're looking to pre-order a 2026, at some point you'd like to have this new mid-cycle refresh, just email me, name and cell number. I'll put you in the database, let me know what model you're looking at, and we'll keep you up to date as we progress. When we get ready to enter your order, go through the constraints, and just keep in mind, because we're gonna flip over to model year, it doesn't mean all of a sudden the constraints no longer exist. They're still gonna be there. In fact, they've gotten worse year over year. We hope that's not the case, but whatever it is, we're going to share that with you guys so you make that informed decision so you guys know what choices that you have. So the 2026 information we thought was going to actually come out in 2025. As soon as we knew we had that intel that it was going to be a 26 interior refresh, we shared that with you guys. So we've been talking about this, what, for a year or more? Well, here it is. Finally with the official information. But at the NCM Bash event at the National Corvette Museum, the information that we just recently got, we simply didn't have. They acted like it was going to be months.
We know a lot of the blogging community here usually catches stuff before we're ready to announce as well. But, you know, we'll at this time, we're here to talk about the colors and the ZR1.
And if you remember on this channel, it was back, I think, sometime in the fall. We shared with you it was going to be a 3-screen upgrade, not a 1 continuous screen that everybody else reported. Here's my third grade drawing, doing the best I can to get you ready for what actually did come to be. We even said that we needed and wanted a grab handle. Guess what? We got that. We said the HVAC controls, the wall wasn't going down, but the HVAC controls were probably going to move from the wall to this position, and that, in fact, they did. And it wasn't on this channel. I was on the Brink of Speed channel back in March when I flew to Dallas. We threw out one more customization hint that we thought would only be on Z ZR1, but now we know that it's available on all the Corvettes, something a little more upscale that you would see on Ferrari.
Ordering a car and doing paint to sample, or they want that, right? And we're getting to these prices where you're paying almost $200,000. I want my car to be different.
Here, I'm going to break a story for you I haven't done yet. This is a rumor too, so I'm going to break this on your channel. So if GM gets mad, you can siren just something small, because we're talking about customization. So if GM gets mad, you can call him and have him take the video down. I'm sick of getting those phone calls.
I won't take the video down. I don't have any loyalty.
Speaking of exotic and customizing, it's just a rumor, okay? Rumor, cover my butt there, and I think it might be ZR1 only. And I saw a picture of a Ferrari at the Detroit Auto Show, and it had these exotics are really doing this. These guys are wacky in their customization, and it had 2 different seats.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that.
And I'm hearing that might be a possibility.
Well, Lamborghini did that. Remember that one you did with,
So that would
colored seats.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember the reason they did that, but.
Yeah, it's
well, actually, the new Ferrari
was it
SF90? Is it?
No. The supercar that's coming out. Well, I'm drawing a blank.
The what?
The new supercar Ferrari that hasn't came out.
Oh yeah. The
why am I drawing a blank?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name either.
F80. Yeah, the F80. It has a black seat and a red seat, I believe.
Yeah. So why do I tell you all the stuff that we talked about that actually came to be? So you understand that I too am enthusiastic, passionate, knowledgeable, and in tune with you and this car and this marketplace. That's why I want you to subscribe to this channel and you don't miss a thing. I don't want to mislead you guys. I'll do all I can to share what I can, to be discretionary, because I am a representative of Chevrolet. We've got a lot of fun things still to come on Corvette. I mean, think about it. We got like 3-4 years left of C8 yet? Oh my gosh. And there's still stuff to come. I mean, Grand Sport, what? Grand Sport? Yeah, we've talked about that for years, and we don't know officially yet, but we feel that it's coming in 2027. There's rumors out there finally talking out, kind of let that out. We're hearing that there's supposed to be an LS Motor Series. What the? Are you kidding me? And I got a horsepower estimate, but I can't share that with you until General Motors makes the official announcement. So if all goes well, that will be discussed at next year's bash. Or will it? Based on what we had at this bash. It was weird. We saw the presentation for new colors, and that's what blew me away at the NCM bash this past April. Okay, so we're working with the lowest color palette we've had in Corvette for years, and they've done for a second time what they've never done before is cancel a color and bring it back in the very same generation. They did that with Sebring Orange and now Blade Silver. And the new, let me just say this real quick about the new Roswell Green. I was reserved. Some of the stuff you saw when we shared that coverage all week when we got back from the bash. I saw it on that frog thing, as they refer to. I just wasn't sure, just wasn't feeling it. The sun was hitting it kind of weird. It's like, man, I need to see it on a full car. Now, Corvette Blogger did share a car kind of through the fence on a cloudy day, and it looked like crap. I've seen the Roswell Green on a full car in the sun, and I got to tell you, I liked it a heck of a lot better than I thought it would. It really looks nice. It's not intended to be a volume car. I don't know if it'll last 1 or 2 years. But I think if you're thinking of a green car, you guys are going to like it once you see it on a car. I just wanted to let you know that. But I thought we'd get a couple new colors, but we really needed another couple other colors. We need a bigger palette. We don't have that customization to kind of paint and build as you wish. So give us a few more colors to choose from. I don't know why we're not seeing that. So we're doing the best we can with what we have, getting creative. And if you think it was tough to order a 2025, we're going to share some of the 26 changes. This is going to be tough to order 26s. So we'll be all over this to help you guys every step of the way. So going back to what I started to say, at the Bash event, they revealed the 2 new colors, but didn't openly say, here's the colors that are going away. We had to ask.
Question for you. You've announced the new colors. What colors are going away? Can you announce that?
Okay, so it's Rapid Blue and Seawolf Gray.
Somebody asked about, hey, we're at the Bash. Is there any 2026 interiors for us to see?
Well, we have an opportunity to see the interior of the 26 this weekend.
I'm going to let Amy talk about it.
When we're ready to share news on additional 26 updates, we will let you guys first to know. We know a lot of the blogging community here usually catches stuff before we're ready to announce as well. But we'll at this time, we're here to talk about the colors in the ZR1.
Yeah, and she threw a little reference to vloggers, so I guess I fall into that category. Hi, Chevy. And we broke the story on Tension Blue going away for 2026. And then somebody had to ask about that. You know, what interior is replacing it?
We hear the two-tone blue interiors going away. You have any news on what kind of interiors are gonna, if there's gonna be any interior color changes?
Yes, but I can't share that right now. So we will, more 26 model year to come in the near future. So we will share soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah, now you have a little bit better understanding why we were frustrated because the bash wasn't as it has been for many, many years. And we certainly hope it's not like that next year. And I don't anticipate that it will be. And I don't understand why it was, what was it, days, less than a week after the bash event that we got all the information that we're about to share with you on today's show. Why the delay? Why couldn't you just you had people from all over the country there for that very reason and refused to share that information? And then when you shared it, it's like, okay, that's great. Thanks for sharing all this stuff. But why were we waiting? I don't understand why we were waiting. I missed that. There is, I think at the corporate level, I think there's a disconnect from us. So let's get connected again. That's exactly what that event's supposed to be. So, all right, I'm done on that. Let's talk about the 2026 changes. And coming up at the end of today's show, just a quick discussion by your request, we're going to try to put together a possible meet and greet, one of them in California at the beginning of June. All right, 2026 Corvette, this is the mid-cycle refresh. This is where Chevrolet says excellence meets innovation, introducing the 2026 Corvette lineup with the reimagined interiors that blend refined craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology to deliver an unrivaled driving experience. They're talking about Stingray, E-Ray, Z06, and ZR1. And coming up also on today's show, as we talk about the 2026 Corvette, we have a couple of Chevrolet teaser videos to share with you. Let's talk about the inside, the 3-screen display. On the far left now, you've got a new auxiliary display. It's a 6.6-inch display, 14-inch driver information center, and a 12.7-inch console display. Also new for 2026 is a reconfigured center console. Me personally, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about these open cup holders. I know we get some kind of ambient lighting underneath there that's kind of cool, but I don't know how, that's the one thing that kind of got me held up a little bit. I do like that the charging pad has been moved up front, and that is standard now on all 2026 Corvettes. The HVAC controls now right up there, a little bit more accessible to your fingertips. Hopefully you guys like that there. The mode selector is no longer a dial. It is a toggle switch, and we do have a passenger grab handle. That's cool for passengers. For me as a driver, I could care less. But I think if you have somebody running with you, if you're doing hot laps at Spring Mountain, NCM Motorsports Park, and you're a passenger in one of those deals, yeah, you kind of need a grab handle. So thank you for that. Now there's some new interiors coming for 2026. I wish these slides were a little clearer, give us a better idea of what they look like this very dark atmosphere with natural tan accents. This kind of reminds me of the old brownstone that we had in C7. And if in fact that's what it is, oh my gosh, this chocolate brown is gonna be gorgeous on the C8 Corvette. And there is the asymmetrical adrenaline red with black interior that we talked about, that customization that we broke that story on the Brink of Speed channel, where you can order 2 different seats in 2 different colors. In fact, you can do a competition seat, and then the passenger seat can be something else. Now here's the new blue that's replacing Tension Blue, Santorini Blue with jet black. All blue seats, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a two-tone like Tension Blue was, and there'll be some accents somewhere on the dash door panels and by the head-up display. This picture is hard to depict that. I've seen a real live picture of it, and others that I've showed that to said, oh, well, that'll go with Hysteria. No, this blue does have a purple twinge, but it's more blue. The Hysteria is more purple with a little bit of a blue twinge. So those two will clash and they will not go together. So what does this new Santorini blue interior go with? White, blade silver. I don't know. I don't think it goes with Riptide at all, guys. I really don't. Very limited. Black, yes, it probably could go with black. Not quite sure beyond those 3 colors, unless I'm missing something. Leave a comment down below. I want to know what you guys think of the changes for 2026. Has that motivated you to get a Corvette now? Have you been waiting? Do you like the color choices? Is there something missing that we need? It's not over yet. Let's get this feedback to Chevrolet. I know that they do watch the channel. Let's hopefully that they adhere to some of the things that you want, the cars that you're going to buy, and it'll make it more fun and enjoyable. A couple of more interior upgrades. We've got a sky cool gray and medium ash gray. I like the two-tone gray accents. They have a little bit of habanero in there too, and I love the fact, it was one of the suggestions I was going to make at Q&A, but I was getting ready for that E-Ray big send-off, Pat, for Joe, is to have the gray interior, give us, and it's not available, but on this it is, where you get the gray interior accent and you have the habanero stitching. That orange stitching is great. I wish that we had like the natural interior or the gray interior, and you could get an orange stitch, a yellow stitch, a red stitch. I think we need that. I don't know why we haven't had that just yet. Again, it's becoming already more complicated to order this car. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be fun at the same token. And then back to, we've had this, I think, back at the end of C7, the jet black ultimate suede package, and you can get that in alternate colors and stitching. It's just going to be wild if you're really into the suede accents. I don't mind the suede accents. I just don't personally like them on contact areas, but we get a lot of crossover from Ferrari and Lamborghini, and folks like that do enjoy that. So let's talk about some of the new technology that's going to be on the auxiliary display and drive modes for the 2026 Corvette. That far left screen, that new screen we never had before, it's going to provide dedicated driver configurable space for instrumentation such as trip, mileage, or performance traction management. It's going to make that important information a little easier to access. Upgraded for 2026, the mode selector is no longer a dial. It's more, as I refer to, a toggle. They call it a switch. The hard switch is located just in line with the gear selector for your tour, sport, track display designs, and it's been more modernized with new animations and a little bit cleaner graphics for 2026. One of the Chevrolet teaser videos we're going to share with you in just a little bit, we'll talk about the PTR and the PTM performance app upgrades for 2026. Enhanced performance data recorder. Performance app now is available in all models, and the traction management stuff has been enhanced as well. So real quickly, let's recap some of the hot button changes for 2026. Additional highlights, the 2 exterior colors we mentioned, Roswell Green Metallic and Blade Silver is back within the C8 generation. In regards to ZR1's ZTK package adds new brake system featuring a 10-piston front and 6-piston rear caliper. Wow. And this new feature for 2026 was kind of suggested by a few of you guys watching our channel, I think several years ago, wanting something like this on the convertible. This is only on the coupe. Electrochromatic roof panel allows adjustable tint levels. That's actually kind of cool. For E-Rays, that Charge Plus button no longer on the center console. It is now on the steering wheel for 2026. Body color rocker panels are now standard on E-Ray and available on Z06. Again, it's going to get a little more confusing to order these cars. Those little details can be missed and it will mess up your entire spec. We go through your order before it's placed line by line. So if you are looking to order a 2026, we're doing pre-order lists right now and we'll get you to the next step. Please just email me. The address is there on the screen. Just give me your name and cell number and what model that you're looking for, and I'll do all I can to help you guys as fast as possible. Other couple of things coming for 2026, a new available asymmetrical exterior stripe in edge red and carbon flash. Kind of curious what that's all about. Blue brake calipers are currently available on ZR1. They're also now going to be available on E-Ray and Z06, and there's a lot of feedback that I've heard off air that people are like, you know, that was always reserved for the Blue Devil, for the ZR1. You're diminishing the King of the Hill by making that available on everything. What are you doing? Furthermore, the blue caliper, does it look like blue, or is there a tint of hysteria in that? Again, more blue with a twinge of purple, and Hysteria's purple with a twinge of blue. I don't know. I want to see that just a little bit more. A lot of different different blue tones going on, especially with the edge blue wheels. I don't think they go with the blue calipers. It's just too much going on there. So be careful with your spec. I'm looking forward to helping you guys. This is the part that I love dissecting. I've been ordering cars for Chevrolet in every dealership I've worked at since 1995, and I take it serious. Every box you check, every box I check for stock cars, there's a thought process there. So thank you again for the considerations going forward. And one more quick highlight here coming for 2026. A carbon fiber display hood is now standard on ZR1 and available on E-Ray and Z06. That's some of the hot button changes. I think there's going to be a couple of more surprises when the order guide comes out. Not sure, that's not been published yet. We don't know when that's coming. As soon as we get it, we'll share it with you guys on the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the changes of 2026. Is there something they missed? I think so. Is there something that you want before C8 is over? Leave that down below. I do appreciate that feedback. I learn from you guys as well. And before you go, I'm going to have a reminder in just a moment. Check out some of these teaser videos that Chevrolet put out as well regarding what we talked about today.
The first thing a person should feel when they look at a Corvette is that sense of speed. Obviously, that's the first impression when you walk up to the exterior of the vehicle. When you slide in the seat for the first time, you kind of want the hairs on the back of your neck to stand up a little bit. You get that just sense of exhilaration, even when you're standing still. Overall design goal for the new Corvette interior, take what we had before and really enhance the experience, update the technology, and increase the comfort. Some of my favorite features of the new interior are the way the displays are seamlessly integrated, flanking the driver. Each one is pointed directly at you. All the controls are right where you expect them to be. Everything's easy to reach. Your immediate sense is just you're in this like cocoon of luxury and technology. The first thing we wanted to do is make sure we had really good physical controls. Your push start button, your transmission controls, your drive mode controls are laid out really logically right in front of you. Everything's where you expect it to be. It really is just this awesome celebration of technology and then also craftsmanship, because you can see the attention to detail. You see real stitching, leather and suede, aluminum and stainless steel on the speaker grills. All of these things are working together in like a perfect harmony. When we design these cars, we really think about how people are going to be using them. Whether you're driving it every day, or you're going on a road trip, or you're taking it out to the track, we really laid out that environment so that you're comfortable. Everything about the car is just built around the driver experience, and it forms this beautiful sculpture that kind of celebrates the technology.
When you look inside the new driver-focused cockpit, there's a screen to the left of the steering wheel, one in the middle, the driver information center, and then off to the side.
You're going to have the ability to highly customize your gauges across the 3 screens.
There's plenty of live data in the Corvette to just geek out on, get excited about. You've got a lot of options to configure these displays however you like.
Switching between drive modes is really easy. It's utilizing a hard switch to toggle between the modes.
As you go up and down through those hard switches, the auxiliary display is giving you 3D feedback depicting a virtual Corvette going through a racetrack as the PTM levels might allow it to. That little 3D car will drift just a little bit more. There'll be a little bit more tire smoke. There'll be a little bit more rubber left on the track behind it. And this is just not for fun. This was intentional.
I think the most important information that our drivers will really love is the usage of the PDR app and its improvements, as well as the performance app and all the gauges that now we can show across the 3 screens.
All of these gauges are all specially calibrated to the engine that's in your model of Corvette. When you introduce new technology like this, it's important that it solves problems in new, innovative ways. We wanted to be able to bring technology that's going to make this car better, that's going to make the driving experience that much more enjoyable, that much more capable. We're making sure we do that with the Corvette.
We know that this car is supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be fast everywhere, but especially on the track. PTM stands for Performance Traction Management, which is effectively GM's racetrack application for performance. It modifies all the vehicle subsystems to get the most performance out of the vehicle.
Everything from the full HD video out the front of the car to vehicle speed, accelerator and brake inputs, lateral, longitudinal G-forces help us plot and show to the driver where they can optimize their lap time.
PDR Performance Data Recorder is our built-in data logger that allows them to record and output the data from, say, track sessions, canyon carving, drag strip passes. All that data is now available in the car at any time with the press of a button.
With the latest version of PDR, we now have a new suite of driver tools that let them optimize their lap time. Additionally, there is now a driver speed tips function where PDR will automatically suggest to the driver their top opportunities to improve lap time.
So basically, we've built a driver coach into the car, right?
That's exactly right. Corvette has always been driver-focused and driver-centric, and we want to make sure the driver can get exactly where they want, when they want it, in a way that they would like to see it.
I do love talking with you guys. Thank you for watching and listening as we discussed some of the changes coming forward 2026. And I think there's a chance there could be a surprise. The order guide has not been published yet. We don't have that date. As soon as we get it, we'll share it with you guys on the channel so we can have a more in-depth conversation, help you understand. It will be easy to get confused trying to order this car for 26. Here's one I want to ask you too. It's kind of in the title of our video today. We should have talked about it earlier. All this new tech, all these new screens, all this new customization. What do you think this thing is going to cost? The increase for the 2026 Corvette. And I'm just shooting from the hip. Don't you think it's going to be $3,000 to $5,000 increase on this car? I mean, there's a lot of tech that's on this car. Plus, you know, some of the other stuff that's going on behind the scenes with pieces, parts coming from different entities. I think $3,000 to $5,000 is probably realistic. Pricing is not yet announced. As soon as we get that, we'll let you guys know. So as you know, at the beginning of June, I'm going to California to race at Speed Phenom's Willow Springs Track Day. While I'm out there, I'm going to visit our sponsor, Motorsports LA. By your request, you said, hey, Rick, while you're here in California, are you doing some kind of a meet and greet? I got a pretty tight schedule. I want to screw around a little bit. I want to drive my car to the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, all that kind of stuff. But a meet and greet's not a bad idea. I'm going to be talking to Tico later this week. Maybe if his facility can hold, you know, some people coming there, cars and all that kind of stuff. I'll get some posters made for you guys. Maybe we'll order some pizzas or something like that. So it'll either be Friday the 6th of June or Saturday the 7th. We'll do a future video and an announcement if in fact that's what we're going to do. But I got to talk to Tico first before I have you guys start showing up at the doorstep. But I want to share his facility and the great products that are on my car and very well could be on your car. So stay tuned. Thank you for that request. I would love to meet you guys. I should have scheduled a little bit more free time, but I wanted to drive back from California. I'm actually going to ship the car back. So we are running a tight schedule, but while we're there, let's utilize the time. And I would love to meet you guys. So thank you again for that support, your business opportunities, and for watching today's Coffee with Conti. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of stuff coming up, and I don't want you to miss it. Have a great day, you guys. Don't forget to check out that first comment down below. It has all those links we were talking about, merge, contest with the sweepstakes and all that stuff, and the video that you missed from last Sunday. I appreciate you doing that.